We are just going to start off with my mango salsa. This is so good on these shrimp tacos, or you could do it with a grilled chicken breast. To begin, I have one mango that wasn't as ripe as I would have liked it, but we are just going to cut it down the sides. You want to make sure that you watch out for this core because it is very hard, and trust me, you cannot cut through it. I have definitely tried. If you have a better way of cutting a mango, please let me know in the comments down below, because sometimes this works out for me and then sometimes it doesn't. But we are just going to cut that into little squares and place it into our bowl. Make sure to wipe off your cutting board because of that juice of the mango does make everything a little bit slippery. Next up, I have one jalapeno that I did leave the seeds and the veins in. That way we have a little bit of extra spice, but you could definitely de-seed this if you would like. Place that into a bowl. This recipe is so easy. We are just going to chop everything, place it to the bowl, mix it all together. It comes together in no time at all. I have one Roma tomato that was super juicy, and then half of a purple onion. I just love the flavor a purple onion gives to a dish. Next, I have one bunch of cilantro that I am just going to really rough chop this. We are only going to be using half of the cilantro for this mango salsa, and then the rest for the avocado crema that we will be making up next. So just place that into the bowl, and then we are just gonna finish this off with the juice of one lime. Put this in an airtight container, and this will last up to 3 days in the fridge. Just be aware that the mango will soften and it will change the texture of the salsa a little bit, but it is still perfectly fine on that 3rd day. Look at all that color. Next up for our tacos, we are making this avocado crema. It has very few ingredients and it comes together in no time at all. So to begin, I have one avocado that I've just kind of sliced. Now this definitely wasn't as ripe as I would like it to be, but I think that it turns out okay. And then the other half of that cilantro, followed by 1/2 cup of sour cream. Use the rest of that lime and then add some salt and pepper just to taste. I usually use 2 cloves of garlic, but I'm going to go ahead and just use up the minced garlic that I have already opened. I went ahead and blended this up and realized that it was a little too chunky, so I'm going in with about a tablespoon worth of milk, just blending this up until it is at that smooth consistency that you're looking for. Put this in an airtight container. It'll last for about 2 days. Pro tip, add the core or the seed of the avocado and it'll last a little bit longer in your fridge. We are finally at the shrimp tacos. Now I am making a double batch. I will leave the single batch recipe down below, but for our seasonings, I have 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and salt and pepper to taste. Now for the shrimp, I have 2 pounds of shrimp this time that we will just be cutting up. I find that cutting the shrimp makes it just a little bit easier to eat. That way you're not biting into like a whole shrimp and pulling the shrimp out of your taco. I don't know, makes it seem easier to eat for me. So once you got it all cut up, we are just gonna add that into our seasoning bowl, place it into a bigger bowl with a little bit of olive oil. It just makes it a little bit easier to mix together. So just mix this up, and then we are gonna move over to our hot skillet. Now I already added a little bit of olive oil to my skillet because it was kind of dry, and then I added 2 tablespoons worth of butter, which seems to be a little bit too much liquid, so just be cautious on how much liquid you put into this, but it turned out perfectly fine. So we are adding our shrimp in there, and we are just gonna cook this for about 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side until our shrimp is fully cooked, but you definitely don't wanna overcook it. It smelled so good at this point. Once everything is ready, I'm just gonna go ahead and set it out. So for my shrimp tacos, I'm just doing the shrimp, the mango salsa, and the avocado crema. I don't normally do cheese or any other toppings, but if y'all do, let me know in the comments down below because I am always willing to try something new. So I'm just giving that mango salsa a good stir. For my tortillas, I'm using these 0-carb tortillas from Walmart. They are the street taco size. I'm just filling my tortilla with a little bit of that shrimp mixture, my mango salsa, and the avocado crema. This gets a little messy, so just be prepared. This is one of my favorite summertime meals. Honestly, I could eat this any time of the year. It is that delicious. Now it's ready to serve up, and I promise there'll be no leftovers. If you need another family-friendly recipe, check out this one here, and I'll catch you guys there.